What's up, everybody? Back again with another video. And today I am kind of zooming in on a somewhat obscure tool that I found because I think over a year ago I was kind of looking for solutions or tools that could help me quickly populate an empty HubSpot portal with some example data, right? Because if you start with HubSpot, of course, you'll get an empty portal. And, sometimes if you just want to showcase something or demo certain features, you actually need data, content, whatever inside the portal to showcase these features. So while I was looking, I came across this generator that was actually built by HubSpot themselves, and you can find it if you go to generator.demospot.org. And if you come onto this page, step one is that HubSpot will, of course, ask you to connect your portal that you want to use to import some example data, some dummy content, whatever. So make sure you select your sandbox, your developer account, your test account. Do not use a live portal because data might get overwritten. And also, for the most part, this tool is primarily available for solution partners because end users don't really get any value out of this out of the box, because why would you import dummy content within a live portal, right? It's just not really that helpful. So make sure you select your example portal. And for the use of this video, I have already connected a portal. And just to showcase, I'm switching over to an empty portal, right? And if you start with HubSpot, of course, you get these two contacts. And that's basically it, right? It's an empty portal. And if you go back to the generator here, as you can see at the top, this first message is kind of funny because HubSpot is also, I know that this generator sometimes is kind of shaky, kind of wonky. You'll see that, sometimes if you actually want to populate the portal with the content, the generator may get stuck in the in progress state, and you're waiting. In my experience, I have not ran into any issues, so for me it works great. That's why I wanted to make this video. But do be wary that sometimes it can get kind of stuck. But before you fall into a panic, make sure you just double check the portal, because most of the time the data is actually in there without you having to take any additional steps. If you go to the page and after you connect your portal, of course, HubSpot will actually provide you with a pretty robust checklist, I'd say, quick introduction, which is really helpful. And then it basically consists of two important steps. One is you can actually import specific content, right? Really tailored around website pages, blog pages, HubDB, forms. So I'd say really, marketing / content related. I'm not going to showcase this because I'm more interested in the CRM aspect of this tool. And that's step number 2 comes into play, because we can also use this tool to quickly import some CRM records with activities, users, and teams. And HubSpot will provide you with some extra steps that you need to execute before you ideally start the import process. So for example, here they want you to enable the transcription settings, right? Turn on the transcription and analysis setting. So do follow all the steps that you see here. And because I've already connected my portal, you can already see that HubSpot has identified right now I only have 2 contacts within the portal, which is correct because these 2 are, of course, right there. And there really isn't anything special to use this, because if I now click start, now you'll get the infamous in progress message. So we will have to wait a little bit. And after some time, it should switch over to something like completed or, executed. But do note again, if you scroll to the top, sometimes it might get stuck into this in progress state. and then you will simply have to navigate to the portal. And as you can see, this is interesting. There was a problem running the job. So when I first saw this message, I was kind of panicking, but let's go back to the portal actually and just refresh to kind of see what's up. And as you can see, we now have over 250 records with all the contacts within. And of course, if you click open a contact, you'll see that, okay, we have a company which is associated. We have the contacts that are associated. We actually have deals also. So it actually works, right? So don't panic if you see these weird messages. So if I go to companies, well, there you see we have all the companies. And if I go to the pipeline, we also have a very nice pipeline with some demo deals in each of the stages. So as you can see, it was simply one press of a button, and I have a portal set up and populated with some example data. So really quick and easy. Again, if you just simply want to populate a portal with some basic data. And that's basically it, right? Like I said, you can also do that for the content. So if you click start, you will, you get some forms and some blog posts and all that stuff. So that's interesting in that regard if you want to showcase. And of course, when you're done, HubSpot will provide you with some additional steps you can take to further, I'd say, set up certain features so you can accurately demo those features, right? So for example, now if we have the contacts in HubSpot, of course, you can add some images, you can create lists, and some objects are not involved in the generator. For example, products, as you can see here, if you want to showcase products, you would have to go the old-fashioned route and use the import file and actually import products that way. But as you can see, HubSpot will provide you with an example import file to make use of that. So it should save you some time instead of you having to create all this yourself. Custom objects, unfortunately, not available within this generator. I think it was available in the past, but since 2022, it isn't available anymore. And of course, some final additional steps if you want to showcase certain features. I think this is a really helpful tip here. If you want to showcase the conversation inbox, of course, by default, it's empty, right? So if you demo an empty conversation inbox, yeah, it's not really working. So HubSpot will, advise you to, hey, if you send some emails to that inbox, you actually have an inbox with some content into it, and then you can demo, of course, more accurately. Same goes for chat flows and some final things like video and documents calling and all that stuff. So all of this is not included in the generator. It's just some extra steps for you to set it up to make sure you can accurately demo it. And of course, to kind of round out this tool, if you want to demo some apps, for example, Salesforce, Shopify, two very powerful integrations, of course, you can set that up as well, but those will require additional steps and are not included in this generator. So yeah, as you can see, again, just to quickly recap, really easy to import. Simply click start, and as you see, you'll have your CRM objects populated with some example data. So hopefully it'll save you some time. Let me know what you think, and as always, happy HubSpotting.